EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Parker. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 33.
This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing, Jones.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, But that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And complete to Drake London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Nicholson. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will try again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying it up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down. And play number 8 on this drive. And they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Jones throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. He's been automatic to this point of the season and looking once on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. And you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep the receivers involved in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. He's got Smith here. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
How many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
The busy night continues for Williams.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams powers through it, and he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Falcons take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up. Get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time,
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Williams is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Ready. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
10 cycles.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 9.
it's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Two knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. He'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown!
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And this is caught by Allen for a New England touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Atlanta,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.